Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an update on what used to be my quartergram eyeshadow challenge, and now it's just me using my eyeshadows and trying to decide what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. I still actually haven't thought of a name for this series. For now, I'm not even going to worry about it. Whatever, that can be another day's problem. I thought I would start with single items. Let's do that. So I had all of my Sugarpill pigments in the project. And I've had to play with these except for Hug Life, which is the sort of greeny one. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. I don't like green eyeshadow. It does not suit my colouring. It makes me look garish and I'm not going to use it. So I'm getting rid of it. Another one that I'm going to get rid of is actually Charmy. So this is like a pale pinky shade with a tiny bit of like micro sparkle in it, but it's basically kind of matte. I like the shade and it makes a really nice like soft crease transition shade, but I don't love it enough to have a whole fucking pot of it. So that one's going as well. The other ones I've actually decided to keep. So I've got Asylum, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. That's a sort of reddy shade. That's beautiful. I have Strangeling, also wearing that on my eyes today. Really nice purple shade. And then I have Countess, which I paired with my Norvina palette, and that is stunning. So I'm gonna keep those three and get rid of these two. Then I have Monkey Business from Colourpop. Now I did use this again and I did create a really nice look with it, and I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Colourpop eyeshadows, they dry up pretty quick. This is like a matte one, so I'm not gonna expect it to last forever, but it is a beautiful orange shade with like some red tones in it. Once this dries up, I'm just gonna let it go. A lot of people tell me you can rehydrate Colourpop whatever these are called, Super Shocks. I know, we did a whole video on it on Beauty News, but I'm not gonna, like, I have thousands of, like, if I count my eyeshadow products individually, so things like this, shit like this, single pans in palettes, I have thousands. I've got 2 fucking eyelids and there's only 365 days in a year. So somewhere I have to draw the line as to what I'm going to rescue when it dries out and what I'm just gonna get rid of. If I'm ever gonna rescue any of my Colourpop Super Shock shadows, it's the ones that are currently sitting in my drawer because they are sparkly, pretty, unique, special eyeshadows. This, like, no hun, no, it's fine. I'm gonna keep it in my collection, use it when I want to. If I go to use it one day and it's dried up, she goes. That's all it is. I don't need to hold on to everything in my life or revive every eyeshadow, like liquid or cream, that dries up. And that is exactly the same for these guys. These are Stila. They're not Magnificent Metals. They are glitter. No, they're not. They're Shimmer and Glow. So I have 3. I've got Grace, Twig is the dark one, and Kitten. And you can see, especially with Twig, how it's like dried up. Now I did have a play with these, and look, to be fair, I can actually still use them at this point. And if I rehydrated them, they'd come up really nice. But what I found was I just didn't really give a shit about their finish. I was like, why am I going to the effort of this for like a basic sort of, I wouldn't even consider them a metallic finish. Like, there's nothing really that special about it. I can do it with eyeshadows that I've got, like pressed eyeshadows that I've got in my collection. Why am I bothering? So I'm not bothering. They can all go. I've still got a lot of the glitter and glow, like the actual sparkly, special, pretty ones that like bring something to the table other than just like whatever this is, which is really not that exciting in my opinion. So they can stay, these can go. Something else that is going to go is this. This is the Pastelux palette from MAC. She's getting on, and I used it and I was just like, wow. Once upon a time, this palette was like bomb and it was special, and there wasn't really a lot on the market that was available to us in Australia that was sort of comparable or better than this. Now it's just like, wow, wow. So they're all sort of translucent, soft color eyeshadows with sparkle in them. But these are boring. These are absolutely motherfucking boring. So they can go. I don't want it. Let's move on to this palette where I have some of my Makeup Geek single mattes. So the ones on top, they were previously in the project, and I've been playing with them this year, and I'm keeping them. They're not really in the project. I did use them a couple of times. They're not really in the project. I just wanted to keep them in there because it's easy for me to be like, whatever's in this palette I know I've used, and if it's staying in that palette, then I know I really enjoyed it. So the ones that I added were these guys, and I really didn't use them all that much. I know I used Americano, which is this dark shade here, a couple of times and paired it with the Norvina palette, and I really like that, but I'm just going to keep those in the project for now, get a little bit more use out of them. I have been playing with the Natasha Denona bronze palette, which I purchased. I also had the Nabla Miami Lights collection, which, you know, I was playing with that so I could review it. So there were days where I just couldn't use this stuff, so that they sort of went to the wayside a little bit. My last item is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. So I had never used this when I added it into the collection, and I'd had it for ages, and I played with it, and I can tell you I love it. I really, really like this palette. I think it's beautiful. The metallics are stunning. You're stunning little bitches. I also love how the bottom row is essentially matte. Soul has a little bit of shimmer in it, same as Love, but I honestly think that's to assist with them blending, because they do come off matte on the eye anyway. But I love this palette. I'm keeping it. I wouldn't be surprised if I never get rid of any of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, even like Subculture. That palette was a little bit of a shit show, but I still kind of like it. Maybe I should have pulled that one out to play with, but I didn't. I actually pulled out a different larger palette to play with. This is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So I've had this for a while. I did a review on it back in the day. Oh, the brush is still in there. I hate those brushes, and I hate that they put them in the palettes. So when I did a review on this, I was like, it could have been a fucking 4-pan palette, essentially, because all of the colors look the same on the eye. When you create a look with this, it's just like the same. And I highly doubt that my opinion would have changed on that, but I wanted to pull it out, have a play with it. If I feel like I don't enjoy this palette, I'm probably going to have a little bit of an internal battle when it comes to actually like letting go and decluttering it, because, you know, Urban Decay Naked Collection. I haven't bought, like, there was another warm one. I can't remember what it was called. And then there was the purple one. I didn't buy them, and I don't want them. Like, I wouldn't buy them, and I feel like even if they came into my life, I would just be like, no, I'm gonna just give that to someone, because I'm not really like vibing it. I'd say this was the palette in the Urban Decay Naked range that made me go, no, sorry, you just, what are you doing, Urban Decay? What are you doing? But I do like these colors, so I am going to have a play with it. I'll see how I feel. Maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe it will be easy for me to declutter. Maybe I will fucking love it. I don't know, but we will find out. My next palette is from Wet n Wild. This is the Bed of Roses palette. Is that right? Yeah. So this is very me, and I want to play with it and decide how I feel about the formula. I have used this before and I enjoyed it. I was like, it's good enough, but also, do I need to keep it? That's what I'm trying to brain. And looking at it, my brain is telling me the answer is yes, but we're going to find out by actually using it. And then I'm throwing in one single eyeshadow. This is another Colourpop Super Shock. It's in the shade Baby Talk. So this is, oh, look, it looks red, doesn't it? But it comes off so, oh, it looks red on camera, but it comes off pink. It comes off pink, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So I'm gonna have a play, see what I think. I went through and like swatched a few other Colourpop Super Shock shadows that I had in my collection, and some of them have dried out, so I'm like, fine, get rid of it. I don't need to keep those ones, but this one is still good, and I just want to know, what do I think about ya? I'm feeling a little bit up in the air with this project at the moment. I've got plans to do an eyeshadow palette collection video, and today when I was going through some of my palettes, I spotted some where I was like, I want to get rid of that, I want to get rid of that, but I want to do that when I'm doing my collection video. I want to go through everything and like declutter some stuff as I go that I'm just not interested in. So I'm kind of like, I feel a bit like in limbo at the moment. Like I don't know what to like use, or I'm a bit all over the place. So thanks, noisy bird. So I'm just going to focus on these for now because I feel like they're color stories that I'm vibing at the moment. And I'm going to try and film that video as soon as I can and then get it up whenever I've got time to get it up. But otherwise, I am enjoying going through my eyeshadows, actually using them, getting a vibe for like, what do I keep, what do I not keep. I want to get my eyeshadow collection down to something actually fucking manageable, because at the moment it's just way too big. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.